Hello, everybody!
Hi.
We are the Council of Done With Your Shit, and we are here to talk about all things fandom and all things funny. My name is Carson.
And I'm Joan Joan.
And let's get this party started. All right. This first episode is called An Unexpected Boner, as you can tell.
The Hobbit.
Yep.
Obviously. Because you have to leave. What do you think you're doing?
What do you mean, what do I think I'm doing?
The Hobbit. An unexpected boner. Because everyone's fucking gay.
Oh my god, everyone is, like, so gay.
See, no. Everyone's like, ooh, Oakenshield. And it's just like, duh, Baggins. They're, like, so blatantly homosexual for each other.
It's literally not even funny. Like, Richard...
It's like... hot damn!
Richard Armitage and Martin Freeman both have admitted that Bilbo and Thorin might be a little, you know, broke
for each other.
Little Brokeback Mountain-y, a little I won't quit
Broke
you.
Misty Mountain-y, you know.
Broke Misty Mountain-y, yes.
You know what I'm saying.
I need that on a t-shirt.
Broke Misty Mountain-y.
Yes.
I know, just them a picture of them hanging, hugging on the Carrog.
Oh my god,
the Carrog, you want that?
What? I forget what the Carrog is.
The big thing where he hugged him.
Carrog,
where the eagles dropped him off.
Speaking of eagles, why the fuck didn't they drop them off on the ground?
In the book, it said that they couldn't take them any farther because then the farmers would kind of start getting angry and throwing shit at them because they'll think they'll be stealing their flocks, which admittedly, they do.
The eagles are kind of assholes.
But... hey, they gotta eat too. They're gigantic fucking birds of Manway. So they kind of have to eat. And then they said, hey, we would take you further, but we kind of don't want to. And then those farmers would get mad.
Yeah.
So, here's a little tiny, like, fucking rock. You can stay here.
At least they gave us a little Oakenshield moment with that hug.
A little gay.
Oh my god, they are...
You see the dwarves' varying reactions in the background, too?
You do?
You see Biffer going up and cheering. Like, his arms in the air. He's like, yeah! This is the bro with the axe in his head.
Oh, yeah, the one that only can speak in Dwarvish.
And, Kazdul, yeah. Because, you know, kind of axe to the fucking head.
Did we ever find out why he got that axe in the head?
I don't believe so. A lot of, it's like either an orcish axe or a goblin's axe that is stuck in his head. There's a lot of different fan theories. One of my personal favorites is that it was a goblin or an orc raid in the Blue Mountains, and he lost his wife and child. And he got the axe in his head.
That's depressing.
It's very depressing considering 1 in 3 dwarves are female.
Speaking of 1 in 3 dwarves are female, getting back to Oakenshield,
yes,
because...
the gay.
The gay, oh my god. So much gay.
So many peni.
The theory about the 1 in 3 dwarves being women...
Ew, it's not a theory, it's canon.
Yes, the thing about...
This is the only to be named, only named female dwarf ever.
Yes.
And we have thousands of years of history in Tolkienverse, and it's like... God damn it, Dis.
God damn it,
Sorry, Dis. Your brothers, your sons, your father, your grandfather, they're all dead, but you're still alive! And you get this mountain full of gold that your sons and brother died for!
High five!
Yeah!
Yeah. But, yeah, so the theory that me and Joan share is that because dwarves, there's only 1 in 3 dwarves are women, that homosexuality is actually pretty common in dwarvish community.
Yeah, in dwarvish society, it's not really surprising if you,
are a little...
get a little, hot dog, you know?
Yeah.
Yowie, boy, ex-boy, don't read, you know?
Yeah.
Middle school it up.
Yeah, and the hobbits, like, I mean, the hobbits are pretty, they breed like, there's a term, they breed like hobbits, so, I mean... You can guess they get it on a lot.
I know, breed like rabbits. Baron does call him a little bunny.
Oh my god, yes. And so, I mean, you can pretty much...
I'm sorry, but speaking of them breeding, yes, Bilbo's own mother, Belladonna, took the 9th of 12 children. Admittedly, 1 did not survive to adulthood because they were ill, and 1 went off adventuring with Gandalf and never came back. It's like, thanks for that one, Gandalf.
Well, Gandalf is kind of like a... matchmaker if we're talking about Oakenshield.
I know, he's like, oh, here, Thorin, this is the member of our company that I chose, and just like, oh shit, he's hot.
Yeah.
And it's just like, right then you see it, and it's like, oh.
I know, if you watch the movie carefully, the way that Thorin looks at Bilbo, it's like...
gay.
It's like,
Gay.
hot damn.
I know, and don't even get us started into Desolation of Smaug.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
you go into Battle of the Five Armies.
Oh my God.
Where they don't even try anymore.
They don't even try to cover it up. Peter Jackson.
They're just like, they're fucking gay. Just everyone knows.
God bless you, Peter Jackson. You don't even try to cover it up. You're just like,
these fuckers are gay.
They're like, we're not even gonna try. They're so gay. You could, in the scene where, I'm not sure if I should say spoilers or not, because if you're
okay, what, 2012, the first Hobbit
came out in 2012, and the last one came out in December or November of 2014. Y'all should know it if you're listening to this podcast. So
and you probably saw the movie, considering we're actually, not the movie, the book.
You saw the book, yes.
Yeah, you saw the book. I'm looking at it right now. Phenomenal. Look at Gandalf and his fashion choices. Blue hat, gray cloak. Astounding. Great pilgrim indeed.
Yes, but for those of you who have not read the book or seen the movie and live under a rock, spoiler alert, Thorin dies at the end.
As long as Philly and Killy, or Feely and Keely, we never really get one single pronunciation of those two's names. So, What the fuck ever.
I know, right? But getting back to what I was talking about was the scene where Bilbo admits that he gave the Arkenstone to Thranduil and Bard. God damn it, I forgot his name for 2 seconds. Bard. The look of betrayal on Thorin's face.
His broken voice. You would betray me?
He was so broken.
Give this man an award.
Give this man an Oscar.
He portrays him descending into madness beautifully. Look at that dimple I'm seeing.
Oh my God, shut up.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
If you could see it right now, apparently Joan is losing her mind over my face.
I like your dimple. On your cheek.
Yeah, but gayness.
Anyway, penises and other penises. Peenies,
whatever you pronounce.
Depends.
Whatever you pronounce it.
Whatever, rubbing all against each other in this vortex of love. You know?
Oh my gosh. And so, like, in the first movie, the gayness was a little bit there.
It's slowly escalating.
It's slowly escalated.
At the end of the movie, it's the hug that really solidifies how fucking gay these two are. No,
the part that solidifies how fucking gay they are is when Bilbo saves Thorin's life, and yeah, he freaking.
Well, he's kind of unconscious, sort of. He's falling out of consciousness, so he kind of last thing he sees is this hot ass, cute little curly haired, barefooted motherfucker taking on the man who beheaded your grandfather
in front of you,
nonetheless. Thank you, and then carved his name into his head if you go with the book, and then kind of take this bitch on, and
didn't he take his own sword? Didn't he take Thorin's sword with him?
No, he had
he had Sting.
He had Sting.
Oh, Sting.
The then unnamed Sting.
Yeah.
Then ungraved
Sting. I love the way he said it in the second movie. Sting.
He was like, "Ooh, I'll name you that." And it's like, "Shut the fuck up, Bilbo." Just kidding. Baggins. Everyone needs a Bilbo Baggins. Literally everyone loves Bilbo Baggins. He would be a Mary Sue if no one didn't love him as much as they do.
I mean, technically, I know some people that loves Mary Sues, even though they're Mary Sues.
Like Katniss.
I don't think Katniss was a Mary Sue.
She's kind of a bit one. Anyway, back
to The Hobbit.
Bilbo, my precious baby, Baggins.
Yes. And, I was rewatching the scene where Thorin dies at the end of Battle of the Five Armies. And that, I was just, sobbing because I remember when we saw
the premiere.
We saw it in theaters, and the first time they were playing all three Hobbit movies at our local theater in one day.
Mm-hmm.
And
my ass hurt.
That hurt so much. Anyway, when we were at the end of Battle of the Five Armies, I was crying my ass off.
And then she was like, "Is my makeup running?" And I said, "Oh fuck yeah!"
Oh my God!
So I took a picture to show her.
Picture of my makeup. My makeup was fucking everywhere.
It ran. And it's like these poor two beautiful young individuals. They dressed as Feely and Keely, and I'm like, "Oh no!" And they're just like, "Yeah, we read the books," and we're like, "Oh no!"
And both of us have the theory, about how dwarves, they only have their one,
Yeah, the common fandom theories of how dwarves have
the one where their one soulmate.
They're crafted together in Owl's halls, or Mahala, as the dwarves call them in Khazad-dûl.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm fancy with my little languages.
I'm so fancy. Anyway, and
I don't know the words.
What was that about?
I don't even know. I don't know the words.
Anyway, so back to the one theory was that the scene from Desolation of Smaug where Toriel's being Healing Keely.
Healing Keely.
Yeah.
Healing Keely.
I don't even know how to pronounce. I don't even know how to pronounce words today. Anyway,
Same.
yeah. So where she's healing Keely in Bard's house, and Keely looks at her, and she's got that like gorgeous
Angelic
glow about her,
like Arwen-esque, like glowing.
Yeah,
that fellowship.
My theory is that that's when he realized that she was his one. And so my thought process was that in the end where Thorin was slowly dying...
In Bilbo's arms.
Yes, in Bilbo's arms. In Bilbo's arms, nonetheless. You could see his face change a little bit from, like... Okay,
what
sorry.
What is your cat doing?
I have cats in my room, and one of them is just messing around behind me.
Okay, but anyway.
And back to the story. You can see his face change slowly near the end when he's...
Excuse me, I'm a lady.
Beautiful, Joan. You can see his face change near the end when he's slowly dying from brave, I'm going to die honorably.
I'm going back to my father's halls.
I'm going to die honorably to a soft, oh my God, what is going on? As he looks into Bilbo's eyes. My theory is that he sees that angelic glow around Bilbo, but since we're not seeing it from Thorin's point of view, we don't see that same glow that Keely saw around Toriel. And so that's why you can see the change in his face as he realized that Bilbo is his one, but he can't. And he's dying, and he can't do anything about it.
I'm legitimately bleeding out on this fucking ice because I did a kind of a stupid yet heroic move. But, oh, bitch, I love you. I can't really do anything about that. There's the blood. And he's like, look, Thorin, the eagles. And he's like,
the eagles are coming.
Keens, and you hear it.
Oh my God, that keening noise just
that
got me.
See, when you're, when a person dies, one of the last senses to go is hearing.
Oh God, really?
So
I didn't know that.
So one of the last things, probably the last thing he ever heard was Bilbo doing that.
Oh God.
So I was like, wow. Oh, by the way, we ship it really hard.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell by now, if you're really either deaf or just not paying attention,
if this is background noise, by the way, we're talking about we fucking love Oakenshield. Okay, see, this is also. We also originally said how, it's probably not uncommon for, since there's 1 in 3 are women of the... Oh my fucking God!
Sorry, one of my cats
thinks it's an Olympic athlete.
Yeah, one of my cats...
Okay, Gabby Douglas, calm down.
One of my cats just jumped off a dresser onto my laundry hamper. Anyway, we were talking about 1 in 3 women.
Okay, so we're not surprised, wouldn't be surprised if some of them had some gay-scapades,
Gay-scapades?
Gay-escapades.
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 Yes.
And so, see, and there's also the two completely separate yet equally interesting fandom-accepted ideas
the
fandom agrees on, that it's either hobbits are pretty chill with it or they're super not. It depends on the AU. I could go either way.
Yeah, I mean,
if you go with the fact that they're not super chill with it, that's probably why Bilbo was always a confirmed bachelor and never married, because he's gay as fuck.
Or he could just be bisexual and have a...
I'm talking about Bilbo. So Bilbo, he'd been confirmed bachelor. He would never produce any heirs because gay as fuck. And so he also... he had that one sultry, sexy dwarf man. Oh, Richard Armitage. I love him.
I love Richard Armitage.
Oh, he's such a beautiful man. He's a very classically handsome man, by the way. And he's very hot as Thorin. I'm so glad they didn't change too much about him.
Oh, yeah.
Really, it's just making his nose bigger.
And his beard shorter.
Yeah.
Because in the book, his beard was like...
Well, I meant like his actual, like how Richard Armitage actually looks. And how Thorin looks. They just changed a little bit.
Yeah, like the nose and the beard.
Aidan Turner and Dina Gorman, they're handsome men, and you don't want to,
fuck with that. You don't want to fuck with that.
They're hot! These men are extremely attractive men.
Oh my God, yes.
So you don't want to fuck with that. But anyway, so it's like, he had a bae, and the bae is dead. No eagles can save you now. So let's just go live in the Shire for 60 plus years until your 111th birthday. And Gandalf tells you that, well, give that ring to Frodo. And he's like, okay. And he willingly gives it up.
And speaking of Frodo, going back to the...
Frodo could be the fucking love child that people say. And I'm like, okay. Frodo was born 20-some years after. the events of
Or so we
The
say.
Hobbit.
Or so we think.
Or so people say, or so we think. You know, was born on the same day as Bilbo. They share the same birthday from his first and second cousin on both separate sides of the family, Drogo Baggins and Primula Brandybuck. And they had Frodo, which is Bilbo's first and second cousin, both once removed. So
weird, but okay.
It's weird. Hobbits are way too into genealogy. Not so much into history. They don't even know where they fucking came from. But hey, they sure as hell know their genealogy and who's related to who. Like, calm the fuck down.
You totally went on a different tangent from where I was going with the Frodo thing.
I don't really know. But anyway, Frodo, Baggins' love child. I mean, like, what if he adopted Frodo also out of the good of his heart? And, you know, he saw Baggins, who was a Baggins, but kind of a swag one.
Bilbo
just like, you can be swaggy too. I'll teach you my ways. You too can be a
Bilbo Swaggins.
That's me. I'm gonna be cosplaying that. Goodbye, friend.
Bilbo Swaggins.
But Bilbo Swaggins, yes.
But going back to what I was saying,
but he could be their love child, and maybe that's also why he adopted him, because he would have been what him and Thorin, if they could ever biologically have a child, Frodo would be it.
God damn it, Joan, let me speak.
No. Okay, you can go.
Let me speak, woman.
I'm thirsty now.
All right, you go get a drink. I'll keep talking. And so what I was trying to say about the Frodo thing was that how I was bringing it back to one of the fanon ideas that hobbits were either super okay with homosexuality or just completely against it. Yes, I'm talking about Sam. And Frodo and Sam, oh my god. If I have ever seen a more blatant expression of gayness in a movie...
That's like super borderline bromance, like way too romantic for a bromance.
Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. It seems way too...
Gosh, garnish, darn dang, I love me some Rosie Cotton.
I know, Sam
very much loves... He loves Rosie Cotton more than anything. Yeah,
Sam has a bit of the...
children with her.
I know, he has a bit of the no homos there with Rosie. But I mean, in my opinion,
he probably has some latent homosexuality.
Yeah, I mean,
Frodo.
I mean, if we're going with the theory that homosexuality is completely and abnormally just no in Hobbit society, then that would actually make sense for him to get married to Rosie Cotton. Because
I'm not gay and marries this girl.
Yeah,
he does love her.
Well, I mean, if he has affection for Frodo after what happened with the ring, like, I mean. But if he came out to the Hobbit society, and if we're going with the idea that Hobbits completely just are like, nope, nobody, nope.
Homo, no.
No homo, then Sam would obviously not go for Frodo and go marry Rosie in order to cover up his gayness. Gay.
That's interesting.
I know, that's what my idea was. I mean, you can still be gay and
I think that's
cover up.
Interesting. Even though I personally wouldn't have it as my headcanon, I would contemplate using it if I ever wrote a fic about it.
Yeah. It
would be really great to add in a plot or character development.
What about Sam covering
up his gayness?
Covering up the no homos.
But I believe he really did love Rosie.
Yeah, I know. I think he loved her too. I mean, they had, like you said, they had 13 children.
I know, but they beat the record. Woo!
They did? There was a record?
Yeah, yeah, Bilbo's mom.
Oh, yeah.
Was one of 12. 12 was the record.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they had 13.
Read like how?
I can name most of them.
You can name basically everybody. You're a bigger fan of The Lord of the Rings than I am.
I'm gonna get a tattoo of it.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna get the tattoo of, the poem of
the One Ring
description
poem.
of the One Ring on my middle finger. Not as in like fuck you, but it's the finger that Bilbo would always put the ring on.
Better not be in black speech because
I'm putting it in black speech.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. Just don't read it out loud, please.
I'm putting it in the black speech to Mordor.
I don't want the entire house to collapse around us because black speech is just terrifying.
It's the devil's talk.
It's the devil's talk.
It's the devil's talk, that black speech. It's gotta stay in Mordor where it belongs.
Why are we talking about Mordor in a southern accent?
Because it's like the North. It's a devil.
Okay.
Someone's so bitter about 1865.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, well, I think we pretty much got our point across for this podcast, don't you think?
Boners everywhere?
Boners everywhere. Baggins' gayness, and different fanons discussed in this episode. And hopefully we can talk about...
You're so fucking gay, Bilbo. You're so gay. You're
Your voice isn't probably...
Thorin.
Your voice isn't probably even being picked up on the mic.
Want me to sing louder?
No!
You're so gay.
Oh my God.
You're so fucking gay. You're so gay. You're so fucking gay. Bilbo.
Joan.
And Thorin.
Oh my God. So yeah, so next episode, what do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about, well, we recently just saw the movie Cinderella.
We can talk about that. Or I can just bitch about Celeborn and how much I love him.
Oh, we can talk about Galadriel and Celeborn in addition to Cinderella because Cate Blanchett was in Cinderella. And
or we can just go from Cinderella and then next we'll talk about. So we'll be like, speaking of Cate Blanchett,
yep.
Join us next time on
yeah.
Blah, blah.
So, I hoped y'all enjoyed that episode.
I didn't.
Why didn't you?
I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm beautiful.
Well, hopefully you will be able to join us next week for another episode of Council of Done With Your Shit. And I hope y'all like and enjoy this podcast and share us with your friends.
Tweet me. I am at Toilet Egbert.
Really?
That is a Homestuck reference, yes. I am a ham steak.
She is at Toilet Egbert and I am at ODU Songbird. So, tweet
You have a Twitter too?
Yes, I have a Twitter.
Why don't we know this? I've been friends with you how long?
I don't know. But tweet us, like this podcast, share it with your friends, and we will see you next week.
Hey, I'm gonna make a little shout out to Chili's real quick. If you like Dr. Pepper, they got Dr. Pepper barbecue like base ribs. I ate it like a man, and I felt good. It was delicious.
Yes, you did, Joan Joan. Yes, you did.
I think young college-aged men were staring at me as I was eating, too. And it made me feel extremely uncomfortable, but I don't fucking care.
I don't care.
I love Dr. Pepper, and I love meat.
Yes, we all love meat. And the Council of Done With Your Shit endorses Chili's.
Yeah, and meeting adjourned.
Meeting adjourned.
Oh my God.